right, so here he is. No fat Tyler here tonight. Not a lot of body fat on this TJ Dillashaw, the former two-time UFC bantamweight champion. And he will go down, DC, as one of the best 135-pound fighters yet.
Across the board, people believe he's number 1A of 1 and 2 with Dominic Cruz. One of the best fighters the division's ever seen. A phenomenal wrestler. Has very striking skills. The high kick that he landed on Henry Morale was something to behold early in his first UFC title fight. And then the finishing sequence in the second Morale fight was unreal. 20-something strikes in a row before the referee stepped in to stop it. Just a fantastic finisher and one of the best fighters 135 division ever seen.
And of course, he had the 2 huge knockouts over Cody Garbrandt, but even the way he dominates perennial contender types like John Lineker and Rafael Assunção, Dillashaw, when he has it all going, he is as tough and out as anybody at 135 pounds. Well, it's always tough when you draw that high-level wrestler who has a lifetime of experience in a one-on-one competitive situation. Prevailing wisdom is he'll have the wrestling advantage in this one too.
As his dad said, the moment he introduced him to the sport, he knew that he was made to be a wrestler. The kid slept in his headgear. He only wants to wrestle, and by doing that, he puts you in danger. He's constantly in your face, constantly trying to dig at your gas tank. He goes from transition to transition, single to double to high crotch. It does not matter the attack. He just knows that he will give you so much to process in terms of the wrestling that eventually he will get you to the ground.
You ever sleep in your headgear?
I sleep in my headgear.
All the time?
All the time.
All right, big one for him here tonight. Let's get to it. Cejudo has stepped inside the octagon and is ready to fight. All right, now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight scrap. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC bantamweight champion, TJ Dillashaw! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world, and the former UFC bantamweight champion,
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Go.
All right, ready to go here, round 1. The boxing repertoire of Henry Cejudo has really improved leaps and bounds. This is a really clean, technical fighter who more often than not gets off to a good start. Didn't against Benavidez, figures to get off to a pretty good start tonight. Bang, Muay Thai on full display here. Dillashaw in a really good flow here, DC. All right, didn't take us long to get our first clinch situation here. Some wrestlers pursue the takedown at distance. This guy has no issues trying to get it out of this clinch situation.
No, he loves his clinch because he's got a great inside-out trip. He does a good job of changing his levels to get to the hips. He's just a good fighter from in close. He has spent a lifetime developing his skills. He wants to impose his will on his opponents from this position.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Nice body shot. You saw that body. Wow.
Takedown defense holds up. Push kick there to the body. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Nice jab there to the body by Cejudo.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Triple C for now, maybe C4 in the future, but Henry Cejudo getting a takedown early in this one, DC.
I mean, the guy's an Olympic champion. He's the best wrestler the UFC has ever seen. This guy is next level when it comes to getting takedowns. And he doesn't rush. He starts in that wide karate-based stance, lets you make a mistake. Next thing you know, you're flat on your back, as Henry Cejudo always anticipated it would be when he stepped into the fight.
Under 3 minutes to go in round one. Good work from the top here by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position. Relentless pressure from the top by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Making all these shots count. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise there.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there. But fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following a game plan.
And now he's got the back. Cejudo's able to flatten him out. This could be real trouble now. Looks like he's trying for submission now. All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Lands with the ground and pound. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed.
30 seconds on the clock. Let's go. 30 seconds.
So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Cejudo. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Oh, another bruising shot right to the body. I wouldn't think you want to take too many more of those.
No, John, you got to defend. You got to address a tactic that has worked this many times this early in a fight. You cannot allow it to continue to build, because once that momentum gets going, you will have...
Oh, so saved by the bell. He was getting grounded and pounded something fierce there near the end of the round. You see it's going to take him a good chunk of these 60 seconds between rounds just to get back to his feet. So a big moment here at the end of the round. We'll see if he can recover in time to make the walk here for this next round. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, 5 minutes in the can. Now we get to round two between Henry Cejudo and TJ Dillashaw.
Oh, nice.
So the world-class TJ Dillashaw, you can't have a conversation about the greatest bantamweights of all time without mentioning the name TJ Dillashaw. Skill for skill, you might be looking at the best fighter in mixed martial arts. A single collar tie there. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Now some separation from his clinch position. Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, I mean kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination.
Oh, the roundhouse kick lands.
Hands high, hands high.
Wild swing there. Picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top.
Let's get back up here.
Oh, nice shot landed from the bottom.
Let's get back up.
He passed the half guard.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. 3 minutes to go in round 2. Continuing to work out of the half guard. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Let's get a full pass.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
.90 seconds to go now. Constantly a moving target. Back mount now. Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Lands with the ground and pound here. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Cejudo's back in full mount. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Trying to kick the leg out. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, we there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. Push kick there to the body. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school. He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep. Oh!
Oh, there's the swing, and there's the miss by Dillashaw. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Effective punch there by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker. Blocks that kick to the body. Again, going back to the jab, just out of range.
Keep going with that. Get in and attack that leg.
Nice crack there. Just over 3 minutes to go. And there's the single.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing the land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Getting them out here. Nice transition.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Cejudo.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Posturing up now. Oh, heavy shots raining down. Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
Dillashaw's in half guard. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. A series of punches from the top here by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker. Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal, and he is going at that cut, which is getting worse with every passing ground strike.
North-south position.
Let's go, bro. Stay busy on the ground.
Cejudo's able to transition back to side control now. 90 seconds now to go in the round. Dillashaw's in half guard now. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Man, his body not looking too good right now. It's not quite Dominic Reyes against Jan Blachowicz, but these body strikes really starting at him.
They're starting to pay dividends. You know, he spoke to us about this earlier in the week, how he was going to eat this guy up from bottom to top. He was going to go in reverse. That is exactly what he has done.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting. Because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
Dillashaw's cut is only getting worse, making a nice donation to the canvas tonight. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician.
It's only going to get worse. You have to be smart with your experience.
All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now, where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your sight. He's got to change something.
You ready to fight? Ready?
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Attempts the front kick there.
Let's open up that cut more now.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now. Good right here.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Go after the cut. End this fight. End it.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home.
It got defended, but it will give Henry the idea that takedown may be coming. Right back in the clinch. Look for the backhand to be very active. Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar.
All right, so he's dealing with some swelling upstairs, and you got to think his opponent is going to continue to attack that region.
Well, he has to. He's starting to see now the work is being done. He's starting to see the benefits of the work with the swelling that's starting to occur.
There it is. He's cut. Give me out.
Front kick to the body by Cejudo.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect. Nice kick, yep. It's when they get into these long exchanges, TJ hurts him.
Takedown defense holds up. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Goes to the body there. Just digs into the body.
He dug that shot with every part of himself, and now he's got his opponent hurt.
Cejudo goes for the takedown. He misses. Push kick there to the body. Cejudo's got a bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Oh, looks like he's trying to set up the takedown. There's the attempt. Big roundhouse now, just misses. He's able to slip the left leg. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though. He's isolating an arm. What a tight arm bar.
Somehow, some way, he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Well, at this point, I would use the word critical to describe the condition of that eye. Not looking good, champ.
No, he's beat up. He's been battered, he's been bruised. He got cut early in the fight, and you understood that if he didn't change something, it would get much worse. He didn't change anything, and now we're here.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is stunning off the mat.
Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by Cejudo. It's getting really hard to watch him absorb shots on that eye. I wonder if the referee's thinking about calling in the doctor now.
Well, John, the entirety of the fight, that has been the target of his opponent. He has not adjusted defensively, and now he's paying for it. Now, somebody's going to have to save him.
Elbow.
Well, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this athlete right now?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that, where a guy is just too tough. He's not going to win this fight. He may as well throw in the towel. I mean, his corner can stop it, the referee can stop it, the doctor can stop it. Somebody needs to do something because this fight is over.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Dillashaw's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. Well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something. That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Just out of range with the big right hand. Cejudo going for the takedown, but unable to land. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. All right, so Dillashaw's an absolute mess. Referee might have caught an eye of the ringside physician right there. They might stop this fight. Back and forth we go. And there's a takedown attempt. Oh, Superman punch. And they separate after exiting the clinch. All right, looks like the ref has paused the action here. Oh, he's going to call in the doctor to look at that cut.
I don't know, John. It looks bad, man. It's a bad cut. I don't know what the decision is going to be here. It can go either way.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
Yeah, he stops it.
No surprise there. The ringside physician has called an end to the fight. You got to preserve the fighter to fight in the future, and that cut just too big for him to continue through. All right, let us re-rack some replays for you now. Exciting fight as long as it lasted, but ultimately so much damage accumulated upstairs and too much swelling for the doctor, evidently.
I mean, it was nasty. You could see him growing a second forehead from all the swelling that he was taking. He was damaged, he was bruised, and he was getting that area of his body targeted over and over again. The referee had no choice but to get the physician to take a look at him.
And we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Henry Triple C Cejudo!
All right, a lot of support raining down from the crowd here, and as you'd expect, after the wrestler gets the finish here against arguably the most well-rounded fighter in this division.
This would seem to be the most difficult matchup for him because the guy possesses all the skills. But his wrestling, his ability to take people down, ground them out, and smash them, allowed for him to get this stoppage victory. I thought it was his best performance to date, and the guy was insanely impressive.